Alright guys, it's time for another behind the scenes video, and today's topic is our YouTube business plan. If you're a new subscriber, you might not know that Lauren and I have big plans for 2016. We have bought an RV. We are going to be building a mobile workshop that we are going to tow behind it to travel the country and do DIY projects together with you guys. Last month's net worth newsletter was our first report without a paycheck, and our income went from about $5,000 a month to about $500, which is what we are currently making about on YouTube. And it was definitely painful to see on paper, but we saw it coming. But with a new baby in the house, you can probably understand why I feel a tremendous pressure to get a plan in motion to get our income back up so that I can support the little guy. And today I wanted to share that plan with you. I guess I should start with our goal. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing it now? Simply put, our goal is to make a living doing the things that we want to do. That's it. So keep that in mind the rest of this video, and I'm sure that's not a surprise. If given an option of keeping your nose to the grindstone or doing what you want, I think anyone would choose the awesomer option, wouldn't you? So we want to make videos for a living. Open and shut case, right? Make a living doing what you love? Well, not exactly. The problem, at least for us, is that what we love is a moving target. As one commenter, I think, negatively put it, will the RV last longer or shorter than the goats did? Will the DIY on the road last longer or shorter than the workshop on the property rented from the church? Stay tuned. While I'm pretty sure that was meant to be an insult, I did not take it that way. Historically, we've had an attention span of about 2 to 4 years, and we like it that way. We wouldn't take back our 3 years of living in New York City, and the same goes for our time spent raising goats and chickens. Both have equipped us with different skills and different perspectives, so why would we want to do only one thing for the rest of our life? Anyways, knowing our history, we need a better plan than just make videos and get the views. What happens if we build a personal finance channel only to get bored of talking about it, and suddenly we're back to the grindstone doing something we don't want to be doing just because our living depends on it? So you might have noticed our videos are all over the map. In the past month, we've seen Costa Rica videos and RV repair videos and woodworking videos and birth stories and travel videos. And while this is great for our sanity, it's horrible for business. Every time we post a new video, we lose subscribers. Here's a little graph of our subscribers every day, what we gain, what we lose. And as you can see on here, the 27th, that was a Costa Rica video. We lost a bunch of subscribers. Here on the 5th was a woodworking project. We lost a bunch of subscribers. Here on the 16th is an RV video. We lost a bunch of subscribers. So as you can see, no matter what type of content we put out, we inevitably lose subscribers because we put out all kinds of different types of topics, and not everyone is interested in everything. And so they think they're subscribing for one thing, and then we put out something else, and then they unsubscribe. Not great. But like we said, if we were to stick to one thing, the likelihood of us sticking with it over the long term is not great. And if we want to build a long-term business out of this, we have to keep it interesting, keep it fresh. We're going to want to change the model just a little bit, and instead of relying just on YouTube ad revenue to make a living, we need to use YouTube as a marketing channel for an actual business. And that actual business is going to include the ads, but it'll focus more on digital products and courses, Patreon, and sponsorships. Digital products include ebooks, websites, or apps, courses, anything like that that we build. And our first course, our first step into the digital products marketplace was our YouTube Masterclass. And that had a very successful launch and is going well and has been earning us around $100 to $200 a month. So now we're about halfway through the month. It's made $93 so far. Since then, we've been working on a personal finance masterclass, and this one we're very excited because it covers all of the basics of personal finance, but it was a much bigger undertaking than the YouTube course. Our personal responsibility on this course was 60 videos, and we've been working on these videos since Costa Rica, and we just finished it, so if you're wondering where we've been, that's what we've been doing. We've been working on this personal finance masterclass. But I don't want to take up too much time in this video with that. We'll do an official promo next Wednesday. But if you want to know a little more about it, Phil has a preview on his channel. I'll link to that in the description and right here. Next on our list of things to explore is our Patreon page. We launched this 4 or 5 months ago, perhaps a little prematurely, but it helped us realize how nice it is to have a place to post unpolished ideas and content. I don't want to make any more promises about Patreon that we don't follow through with, so I'll just leave it at there's more to come here. Sponsorships are the wild card in this equation. My plan was to get a few proposals lined up while we were in Costa Rica, But we ended up coming home a month early, and I was working on that personal finance course for Udemy, and that has just been nonstop since we got back. I did, however, read 2 books on the subject while we were in Costa Rica, and it seems to me like corporate deals are a go big or go home kind of relationship. In other words, the books suggested that you ask for tens of thousands of dollars, not hundreds of dollars, which makes sense, I guess, because why would a big brand even bother with a couple $100s? So I'll be working out exactly how we deliver tens of thousands of dollars in value to a brand, and then we'll get some proposals out there and see what the response is. I could be completely off base with this. It's just what my research shows, and that's why I say it's a wild card. So theory is all well and good. Let's make it a little interesting and make some actual predictions. Since things are rapidly changing online, I'm not going to pretend to plan out further than 1 year. So let's just say these are our goals for this time by next April, or we'll say next tax day. That's easy enough. Digital products. I think our YouTube course will continue to make $100 to $200 a month like it has been, but the personal finance course that we're releasing next week, I think is going to do a little bit better because it appeals to a wider audience. So let's say that between the two of them, they level out making a combined $500 a month. I'd like to see our Patreon reach $1,000 a month as well. Since our RV adventure is going to be so interactive, a lot of that conversation is going to take place on Patreon. And so we're going to start showing clips of our latest Patreon content at the end of each YouTube video to help promote it. So get ready for that. I've got lots of ideas for Patreon. Again, not making any promises because we have not fulfilled our promises that we've made before, and we suck. Sponsorships, I just have no idea. Like I said, we could land one big contract and be set for the year, or it could completely flop. So I think I'll stay conservative here and say that I would like to see the trailer, the tools, and our gas money for the RV paid for by a corporate sponsor. And finally, even though we're not counting on ads and we don't want to let that decide what types of videos we make, it is something that is going to be a significant portion of our income. And if we were to stay completely on track as we have been, by this time next year, we should be getting around 500,000 views per month. I think with a full-time effort and our new series and adventure, we can double that. I think 1 million views a month is realistic, and that translates to about $2,000 to $3,000 a month, more or less. So what does that all add up to? Actually, it's kind of funny. It takes us right up to our previous income of about $5,000. So that's kind of good. If I'm half wrong, then we'll be covering our expenses, and if I'm right, we'll be back to where we were within a year. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. Wanted to throw it out there. I like making public predictions just to see how things end up. I'm heading off to the RV now to work on the floor. If the epoxy dries like it should, I will have a video up about that floor repair this weekend. So we'll see you then. Bye.